We're here in hot Phoenix, Arizona with JoyRide Logistics, a fleet that works very hard in regional haul to get their drivers home every other night. They're also being very aggressive with electric heavy-duty tractors. JoyRide is operating a Windrose sleeper tractor here in their operations across all of the Southwest United States. Let's go check out how they're making the most out of this tractor.
We had the courage to do it, and we just jumped straight into it. The numbers made sense, the operations made sense, the safety made sense, and we just want to be the first ones to do it because we never say no. We're the fearless trucking company that goes into whatever is new, whatever we need to do, we'll figure it out. That's what we tell our customers. Hey, how many loads do you have? Let us know. We'll figure it out for you how to do it the best way possible.
You know, it's one of those things where, like, you know, let's do this. And everybody's on board. Everybody has the right energy. Everybody has the right attitude. Even if at times it takes some extra work, nobody's afraid. Everybody's just stepping up and doing the work.
I come from Bosnia. I moved here when I was 18 years old. I haven't been born in a country when there is not a lot of sustainability, where, you know, I grew up during the war. You know, we grew up, I was waking up to the bombs every single morning. It has a huge impact on you. Coming here and having all of the opportunities that we have, I believe it's very important for us to do something about it. There's no better way than battery electric trucks, right? We have to have that.
We needed a truck that could do something close to 400, and they give us 420. With a sleeper, which is what we need because we're doing home every other day, so they have to spend the night in the truck at least once before their next trip. That means we could continue our operations as is. Now, there might have to be a couple adjustments you have to make, given 420, it all depends on the weight and all that. But at the end of the day, we're always going to figure it out, what's best for the customer, our drivers, and then finally us.
Historically, we've done 420 plus miles of fully loaded range, which is wonderful, but we want our customers to be able to see that firsthand. So our partners like JoyRide will be one of the key partners to help us show that to the world.
It's time for the industry to get away from theoretical range. I think everybody's tired of that. Everybody's tired of hearing about what the paper says it could do. It's now time to have a truck that can actually do what you say it's going to do. And that's one of the things we do. We don't ever talk in theoretical numbers. We only talk in numbers that we actually run. For Windrose, I joined because we've got a product that really does work, and it really does have the range right now that is usable, and it comes at a cost that the companies can work with. So I think we're at that point now where this phase of the industry is one that's ready to adopt.
Electrification has been exciting for a long time, but it hasn't been fully adopted because it hasn't been really the high standard, high performance product our customers want. So this time we actually want to go past the excitement to actually user acceptability. And we just like to make it part of everybody's fleet. It should be the standard offering several years from today.
So on our regional drivers, they get assigned a truck. The only driver that gets in that truck is going to be them, the maintenance, and the mechanics at the leasing companies. That's the only people that touch their trucks. Yeah, it's your truck.
I really do enjoy driving the electric truck. It's easy to drive. Easy to drive, you know, you're sitting in the middle of the truck. It actually allows you to line yourself up better on the freeway, but it's also safer. It's really quiet. If you don't know and you don't listen, you don't think you're on. So it's very quiet.
The user experience in this truck is far superior. Visibility out of this truck is superior to anything that I've ever been in. Fit, form, function, it's easy to use. In terms of power, it's indescribable. It's almost like an EV car. You know, 80,000 pounds just gets up and goes on a 6% grade and is increasing speed as if it's on a flat. How do you describe that to somebody who's not ever felt it? So one of the unique things about this truck was there's 4 batteries. There's a double stack on either side. The batteries run from roughly about this light to a little forward of this light up here, 2 on either side. But this truck was designed with a frame around the batteries first, and then a ladder frame behind and in front of the battery box. Very unique design. I think it's a much better way, rather than converting a standard ladder frame that the industry is used to using and trying to make the batteries fit in that. The backpack here, this is where the mechanics are really gonna like the serviceability of this truck. A good portion of anything that you might need to service is gonna be back here. Sensors, pumps, valves, compressors, There's for the 2 thermal systems that are in the truck. The expansion tanks are in the top, very easily accessible through a little door in the top. And then on this side is the air dryer for the air system, and the compressor is on the other side. That's pretty much the only 2 differences from one side to the other. Move forward just a little bit to the charge port. This truck has dual CCS charge ports. There's there's a charge port on either side, just accessed right through this door. This truck is capable of dual charging on CCS. Very recently, we hit 772 kilowatts charging at Green Lane.
We're a truck manufacturing company. We've all seen too many people try to do too many things. We're here to build trucks, so we partner with people that do charging because that's what they're really good at. And there are lots of companies right now who are really starting to advance the charging infrastructure and the capabilities. So we work with them.
The aerodynamic design of this truck is really right drag coefficient. It's really going to affect your range. One of the cool features that this truck has, not only from a drop and hook standpoint, but also from an aerodynamic standpoint, is the different settings on the ECAS. There's 3. There's a standard setting, there's a high setting, and a low setting. And the faster this truck goes down the road, the lower the truck will actually ride, having less of a drag coefficient while it's pulling a load down the road. Points of service under the hood, there's not a whole lot of them. Washer fluid refill is here. Service for the HVAC system, right? Recharging that. It's right here. You've got a fuse box. There's a few power modules here. Well, the biggest thing that I'd like to point out is the batteries. Taking the best designs out of both industries, the EV industry and the diesel industry, and across this entire platform, they've just tried to simplify everything. We've tried to simplify it to the point where it's user-friendly, it's cost-effective, and this is proof right here of how well this can work. Instead of the large batteries that you're used to seeing in diesel trucks or in EV trucks for the 12 or 24 volt system, this truck uses 2 batteries that you can pick up at AutoZone or at Walmart. When you're stopped, you got a curb mirror, which is a camera on the bottom of the mirror on the outside. Front-facing camera, this all goes away, turns into just the curb mirror when the truck is in motion. One of the things that I like about this is the 2D and the 3D viewer. We have the 2D viewer here, which is an overhead view. You can also change this to any of the curb mirrors or the front-facing mirror or the 3D viewer. I like to call this your choose your own adventure, and this is why.
The driver in itself has to pay attention to the truck, but now you also have to pay attention to everything around you. You know, you have road rage, you got crazy drivers, you got young drivers, you got old drivers. So anything today that's safety conscious, I believe is a great addition to all the trucking.
I mean, it's great that we believe in it. It's great that we drive the truck and we have seen what it's capable of. We still hear far more cynicism than we hear positive until they drive the truck. Everybody we put into the truck loves the truck. Everybody who has driven it on the road loves the truck. So we see a fleet driving the truck. That's going to be that'll be the big moment.
We're probably going to be anywhere between 500 and 700 trucks, and we're hoping they're all going to be, electric vehicles. You might be using diesel, but only for backups. Somebody has to do it. Somebody's going to do it, and I'm willing to be first one to do it.